Hello there. My name is Ron Paolo. I would like to ask you something important. Have you ever wondered about all of the useful secrets that I've learned in the past about how we could all be able to stay productive in everything that we do all the time without ever making ourselves feel so bored or worse, uninterested in actually doing our jobs passionately with labor of love? Well, in that case, that's the biggest and most important question that we are going to try to answer elaborately in this video today. What does being productive mean? Well, being productive has never been exciting, but sometimes it can be so difficult for most of us to maintain our productivity status at a normal pace. So here are my productivity life hacks that I was able to implement into my daily life so as not to get myself deceptively allured by any dopamine-induced distractions that would greatly hinder my work or learning progress, like social media doom scrolling, which I have made a previous video about. So that is another form of distraction that I'm trying to avoid. And you can watch it here. Okay? So anyways, let's move on back to the discussion at hand. So first and foremost, well, I have always wanted to entertain myself first before I start to get all serious with all of the work that I need to do for the rest of the day. The main reason for that is because I usually focus on increasing my dopamine levels first for a brighter morning and to further express my energetic personality, because I know that if I only concentrate deeply on too many work tasks like writing video scripts or even designing learning materials that I could sell on the internet and hopefully earn money from, then it could potentially take me so much time and energy to complete for the day. So what I usually do is that I like to just play at least one video game or even watch any movie that I want to watch on Netflix as early as possible, because I want to deliberately proceed to the most important job, and that will come after I'm done with my dopamine-induced activities. So I used to play video games before I proceed to my job that I need to do to start the day productively without any more distractions that I might come back to later on in the day. So in your case, whether you also like playing video games like on the Nintendo Switch like me, or even scrolling on your Facebook newsfeed, then it is sometimes better to just let yourself lust after your tempting desires first, which would help motivate your positive feelings and your uplifting energy before you become productive, so that at least that way you won't ever feel like you are getting so tired and deadbeat to continue on with your work, because once that dopamine effect begins to seductively seep into your mind, then you feel so hyperactive to just do whatever you like to do with your work and boost your creative abilities to become so artistic with anything that you are trying to design while still loving what you do. We all need dopamine. If you don't know what dopamine is, it's like this pleasurable dosage that is taking an intrinsic elating effect into your brain as our motivating factor to encourage us all to stay 100% productive and certifiably emphatic with our working habits. Here's another important habit that I like to do, which would be useful if you are still struggling to stay productive, okay? And that is to just read more books per day. I am not theoretically saying that you should continuously read more than 4 books a day. If you think you don't have plenty more time for that, okay? But you should just read anything that makes you learn something new in life that would help you discover new skill. For instance, I used to like reading business and finance books, okay? Just like the ones that I have now, if you can see them right now. So they help me improve my financial intelligence and my usual perspective on money and how we should all manage our finances strategically. Books always help me to learn valuable lessons, like productivity, for instance, that I could apply to my own work someday. And I know that some of you bookworms also love reading for the sake of making your work lives better, rather than lacking the necessary real-world knowledge to develop your own skills needed for your jobs. So books are not really a depriving and euphoric distraction for anyone. And even if you only read fiction books like Harry Potter, for example, then at least you are spending more of your spare time reading something that definitely fantasizes you so much and broadens your imagination about the outside world that it makes you want to increase your productive effectiveness. So that's why I like reading books. Here's another fun and physically dependent activity that I typically like to do more often, and that is practicing yoga and Buddhism meditation. Why is that? Because, well, yoga is a good exercise. And it's not just a good exercise. It definitely helped me to clear my mind a lot from any other demotivating negativities of this world. And the best part as well is that I also lost a lot of weight during all of my regular yoga sessions so far. You can see I'm losing a lot of weight right now. And I could also film some montages of my next yoga session someday, right? So that I could show you all how I presentably execute each of my favorite yoga poses, because maybe you can also be able to execute them all yourself too if you're interested in yoga. So peaceful and secretive meditation also helped me so much, because even after such a tiring day, after I'm feeling so tired, I always keep a calm and solaceful mind whenever I need to just de-stress myself. And then on the next day, I'll be even more productive because I have completely forgotten about all of the depressing and distraught things that I had to experience in recent days. You know, meditating like Buddha may not even realistically apply to every single one of you, because some might think that it is so boring to just sit down for at least 10 minutes, then close your eyes while trying to empty your mind subconsciously. But at least you will keep yourself calm and collected on the next day, okay? And the next day will be busy, but it will be fruitful because you have meditated last night. So that is why meditation always helps to empty all of your negative thoughts, okay? And then last but not the least, I always turn my phone and app notifications off before proceeding to work, because even the never-ending cacophony of notification pings, beeps, ping, or even bells ringing, ding, 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 it's just, my God, it's just maddeningly irritating to you so much, you know? It irritates me as well that you are just feeling so ragefully desperate to destroy your phone without a second's doubt. So turning off notifications is such a straightforward thing to do, as long as you are actually willing to delay sending any gossip messages to your friends at the moment. So if you could also resist the lovable temptation to check your phone all the time, which unhealthily develops phone addiction if not regulated accordingly, it would be even better to just keep your phone in the personal drawer or just throw your phone away, okay? While working productively, or just set your phone on do not disturb mode, okay? If you can see the moon icon, this is the do not disturb mode, so that your phone will never disturb you anymore, if you figuratively caught the metaphor yourself, right? So, living in a noiseless and distraction-free world just makes us all feel super productive, and we will never feel like we are always being lurked around by the intricacies of the devil to just grab the nearest phone that will make us stray away from our productivity methods. So of course, if you want to be productive like me, then you better start choosing your free time activities wisely. Like reading books, for example, or playing some instruments, okay? Like the guitar. And of course, you should just focus on what really matters to your work-life balance, instead of just delaying what's most important to you and wasting too much time doing such unnecessary activities that would make us feel so lazy, as we easily tend to act like sloths, which is true. So, the legitimate and consolidated life of productivity comes from your own decisions to change for the betterment of your life. I hope you will all continue to be productive as always, and if you have learned so much from this video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to support everything that I do to keep you all morally educated and evocatively motivated to pursue life. So, if you would like to learn more about how I've prevented myself or how I've stopped myself from doom scrolling on social media for good, then don't forget to watch this video right here. Thank you all so much for watching and catch you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.